Good morning, everyone. It's Terrie O'Connor again with Winning at Real Estate. I've got kind of an exciting topic to talk about this morning. I think we're going to talk about building your business, and I'm basically focusing this for new agents or newer agents, or perhaps someone who's been in the business for a while and has sort of lost the ability to kind of develop their business. But primarily it's for people who are trying to start out and build a successful career. So one of the things I want to talk about, just overall, are the things that you can do specifically, and we're going to go over a number of different topics. But think of yourself this morning. You're brand new, you've got your real estate license, you've affiliated with what I hope is a great company with fabulous training, don't go anyplace else. And then think about you're the CEO of a brand new company, and you go to the office and you want to open the doors. You have no staff, no clients, no business, nothing. What are you going to do? Well, that's kind of like starting your real estate business. If you've affiliated with a great company, you've probably got some backup staff between the managers and the leadership in the company and administrative support staff, marketing, etc. And hopefully that's what you've affiliated with, a company with those kinds of tools. Secondly, a kind of amazing fact, which is somewhat discouraging and yet should be very, very encouraging for those of you that are motivated and really thinking career-oriented business I'm developing for myself. So New Jersey and where we are, and along with the National Association of Realtors, says that 80% of the people in 2 to 3 years who get a real estate license will not actively be participating in the real estate business. So as you look around at some of your peers and colleagues in the different companies or licensing classes that you took, recognize that some of those people won't be in the business. They may have seemed as enthusiastic as you did and excited to get their real estate license, but if they don't do the right things and follow the guidelines of building a business successfully, they're not going to succeed. You don't want to be one of them. So why I say it can be exciting, we're all aiming for that 20%. And if we could grow that 20% to more, well, that'll be great. So some of the things that you really need to be in touch with is, what is your story? Why are you doing this? What is the whole reason for getting a real estate license? And how are you going to go about getting started? Some of the first things you really have to do is think about service, not sales. Think about selflessness, not selfishness. Of course, we all want to make that first commission, and there's nothing more empowering than getting paid on the first transaction you do. But you really have to start thinking in terms of building a larger, broader business base for the future. So what are your options? What do you need to earn? How are you going to get to that point? There's a lot of ways to define those answers. When you set a goal for a specific amount of money that you have to earn and you're in a market area with a certain price range of homes, you can calculate what you would earn if you sold X number of houses. Do you need to sell 5 houses the first 6 months to meet your goal, or 10, or 15 for the year, or can you get by with less than that? What are your goals? And this is a very important thing. Have you thought about and explored what your sphere of influence is? Very important. You need to start right out building a database. You need at least 100 names in that database. More would be better. And the more you put in that database, the more you're going to be able to contact people. Technology today gives us the ability to communicate with so many people. Not only our friends on social media, but all of the people that would be in our database that we can communicate with. Good content, emails, announcements, and things that are particularly of interest to them about the real estate business. Now, you're contacting people and staying in touch with them sometimes when they don't have a real estate need. But that's okay, because being a secret agent is not a good idea. Because 6 months from now or a year from now, and that particular person that you didn't put in your database that you know lists their house with someone else, either in your own company or with a competitor, and then you run into them again and they say, "Oh, I forgot you were in real estate." So important to let people know you're in the business. And you can do it so graciously and so beautifully today. You don't have to be a tough sales, hard salesperson. I never liked that myself. I felt far more about being a problem solver, being a trusted advisor, being someone who could really help them. So as you look at your sphere of influence, you can talk in the very beginning to the people that are in your family and friends circle. How about colleagues from another business? How about people who you might have met or worked with in some of your philanthropic endeavors or community events, golf outings, fundraisers, for food drives, for whatever, your church, your synagogue? your temple, all of the things that are places where you engage with other people. Because why? Who transacts real estate? People. Although I think we're in a business that sells real estate, the product is real estate, we're really in a business that works with people. And people are our main objective. If we don't get a relationship started with people that are going to eventually, immediately, or later on engage in real estate, we're not going to be doing business. So building that database is a critical piece. It's absolutely critical. You know, we have for sale by owners and open houses and many ways to meet people. We can meet them online. They can post on things that we post that let us know that they're interested. We also need to have some accountability. Accountability is that piece of the business that makes you kind of hold your feet to the fire and do the things that you have to do. So it's great to build this database, but if it just sits there and does nothing, what value does it give you? As a new agent, this is so critical. Your momentum is so important. Your enthusiasm should be contagious. Your excitement about what you're doing should sort of be evident to everyone. So as you get some of these tools done and you sort of get on the road to building your career, starting a business plan is really essential as well. Nobody really winds up anywhere just willy-nilly. It just doesn't happen. Oh, you may have an accidental sort of listing here or listing there or sale because you happen to have a good friend who sent their friend. But if you're going to build a steady business with continually having transactions that are going to net you exactly what it is that you're looking for with the goals that you're setting. And hopefully every year or 6 months you're revising those goals as you look at what you're doing and how you're accomplishing it. So it's critical, in my opinion, that you take care of doing these things, and that sphere of influence and that business plan are essential. Now that you've been in the real estate business maybe for a few weeks or a few months or a year, have your goals changed? Did you change in such a way that you realized that you set goals too low, you set goals too high? It doesn't matter, but as you start in the business, and if you are focused every day doing the right things, and they are very important, if you don't get up, as the Admiral says, make your bed and get started, make those calls first thing in the morning to people that you need to speak with, follow up with anything you've been working on and with the people you've been working with, check with the realtors that might have somebody interested in your properties, check the new listings coming out, check the things that have gone under contract and sold. This is essentially part of your business, to be right on top of everything that's happening, have the knowledge, know the market. It's essential. So as you accomplish these things for the first few hours in the morning and you get those calls made, which sometimes are daunting, but they shouldn't be. This is your future. So as you get those calls made and your day starts to move into the second phase, you may find that the things that you planned for the afternoon are upside down because you got a call from somebody because of your constant getting in touch with them in very, many different ways, who says, could you come over this afternoon and take a look at my house? Well, that's the best thing in the world that could happen, isn't it? But it shuffles the afternoon. That's why getting started in the morning is so important. And then in the afternoon, the houses that you were planning to see or to show, you'll be juggling schedules and working successfully, I hope, on building that relationship with that buyer or seller that you're hopefully going to be helping and successfully closing their transaction. As I said about accountability is so important. So whether it's your manager or a colleague in the office or a team member if you're on a team, focusing on what you're doing and then having someone else hold you accountable helps you. It really does. It helps you very much. And as we've talked about before, being positive and enthusiastic and excited about your business helps you because people want to work with people who love what they're doing and who want to help them. That's why I said service over self and sales is more important. They'll trust you. They'll believe that you have their best interests at heart. So some of the other things that you really need to think about is, what qualities do you think a good real estate agent has, and do you have those qualities? Are they the things that you feel are important to share? Get in touch with yourself. As I said in the very beginning, what's your story? Why are you doing this, and how do you want to do it? And if you choose to be successful, you will be successful. What makes you unique differentiates you. What makes your company unique is what differentiates the company. How is your marketing plan? As you're developing your business plan, you're talking about your marketing. Some of that is self-promotion and doing it in a way that you're comfortable with, that you don't look like you're flagrantly out there, just letting everybody know you're in the real estate business, but that you're in the real estate business with a great story, that you're concerned about your clients, and that you tell the things in the business that are of substance and important for them to be aware that you are the person they want to reach out and call. So as new people, be diligent, build a very serious database, get a business plan underway, specifically set goals, try very hard to focus on those every day and be disciplined and do those things on a regular basis. You'll find that what you focus on, as they say, expands. So if you were not focusing on your business and you're focusing on all the little things that are around you that are distracting you, you're not going to get where you want to go. Focus is a critical piece of becoming successful, of getting your business underway. One of the things that I like is the real estate business grows exponentially. And I've shared this with a lot of new agents, and I think it's important to hear. We know a lot of agents who've been in the business for a number of years, the successful ones that we see out there. And it's kind of hard to say, how can I compete? Well, first of all, my mother always said, and I believe it, the cream rises to the top. There's always room at the top for the best people. But when you get there, you have to get there by earning your place. Hang out with the winners. Follow examples of people that are doing very well. And what happens, and when I say your business will grow exponentially, the National Association of Realtors says that every transaction begets 7 more over time. That's pretty awesome, isn't it, to think about that? So as you've been in the business and you've done a little bit of business and then more business and then more business, and your business has actually grown quite successfully, as time marches on, you're going to find that group of people that you've served and helped in the past begins to make referrals of their friends, perhaps their children or grandchildren. They also recommend you constantly because they think you're terrific. And it's wanting to be thought of as kind of the outstanding realtor in the community that is so important. Being philanthropic, getting involved in community activities, being seen. You know, I often say to people, don't give up all the things you did before you were in real estate. If you belong to certain groups, whether it's Rotary or women's clubs or church groups, if you have a small group that plays bridge or larger group that you play golf with, tennis with, these are people. What do people do? They transact real estate. What do they see when they see you working and hear how well you're doing, and then have a quick game of tennis with you and say, how's it going? And you share some stories with them, your stories. So anyway, it's Terrie O'Connor, Winning at Real Estate. I'm excited about your new career. I'd love to help you if there's anything I can do, but please, you can always email me at Terrie, Terrie, at tocr.com. But I'm excited for you, and I hope you do very, very well in your new career. Remember, stay focused, build that database, build that plan, have someone hold you accountable, and you will be successful. Anyway, have a great day. I enjoyed speaking with you again. Bye-bye.